Here we are again. This is Farmer George. Hey ho, here we go. We're going to drop off this fork so that we have it by the front of the silage bay where it usually lives. I want to check on the feeding trough in here, as well as there is a bale connected already to the I usually leave this, yes, it's still there. I usually leave the bale connected to the fork. The reason for that is the fork falls over, and then when you try and attach yourself to it, it goes with a heck of a bump. Whereas usually, if I get this right, it says, look, it's red at the moment, it's flashing red. Can't grab it. There you are, I can grab it now. So it's managed to pick up the bale without throwing a tractor like it does sometimes. There's a judo throw on the tractor and slings it over hill and dale. I'm sure you've all had times when that's happened. And it's funny but not realistic. And I put it on a white bale specifically because the white bales have they're nice and bright, of course, and you can see them. You can see the black edge of the bale loader. We could also create a course to drive these to the various slots on the mixer. I'm going to put this in the mixer only because I wanted less bales knocking around my farm. And if you don't have round bales, of course, you can't pick up bales properly with this. The silage is there, actually. There it is, gone in. That blue tractor's doing something there. I don't know what he's doing. We'll open these forks up, ready for grabbing a bale, while cruise control is driving the vehicle forwards. We'll increase that cruise control speed. We also need to just check on the water. The benefit of this type of a pitchfork, incidentally, over the other pitchfork, is that you can grab bales from up in the air. Hopefully, if you're good enough at doing it, and I usually am. But it's probably going to, as soon as I get on camera, of course, turn that out of the way. It's probably going to show me up to be a fool, because you can do it 1,000 times off camera. As soon as you do it on camera, you know what happens, and you don't have to be bothered about being at the height of your forks for your lifting ability, because once you grab the fork you can actually do the twist rather than the lift. That's the twist, to lift it off. Of course, go back in a straight line always, then lower your forks, and then you turn when you're low enough down. If you're still a little bit too high, but I don't want to lower it anymore because we're going over to this straw bale. You can actually get 2 straw bales in here if you get them, one to go right in, the other one to sit on the top. And sometimes it falls right correctly inside, it can be a good thing just to make it disappear. But as you can see, it's not sitting properly over the hole, so I have to. There's also a box on this baler. You can open the back of this baler as well. This bale destroyer, I would call it. And then we'll just open the forks and see what happens. To be honest with you, we'll just say open the forks. Please open the forks, thank you. I know I'm pressing the right buttons. Now it's going to drop over the other side. Fair enough. So it comes in handy to have another tractor. Let's take one off the top. Again, so it would be nice to have a setting like, you know, you do F1, F2, F3 and it puts your bale fork at this position. But of course you don't know where the bales are, that's another thing. And I did have a mod once, I was talking about it in some earlier video, that allowed the actual the tractor or the actual bale collector wagon to find bales, but that was made by a guy who didn't make many mods, and I'm surprised because he's a really good modder, and never heard anything else of him ever again. He came in, made one mod, it works very well, nobody ever used it. Nobody ever knew about it, and this was Farming Simulators 2011 and right through 13 as well. I think somebody else did mod it or alter the mod for 2013. I don't know how to do any modding at all, so I don't know how the machinery of it all works. I don't understand the coding. I'm not interested in it. I mean, I am interested in it from an engineering point of view. I do like that sort of thing, but I don't have the time as well to think about it. So maybe a little bit further back. Maybe that'll go in if I let go. Trying to let go, trying to let go. There, that's going to go in. Now the way that bale's fallen in there is quite good, because if you can get a bale in like that, that means that we can get the other bale in on top, which is what I was trying to say earlier. You can actually get two bales in here if that happens. Whether we're going to need two bales for this particular shed, the cow shed, open up the forks, which is Shift and K if anybody was going to ask. Just try and negate all the questions, because I don't have the time to answer all things in comments and stuff, and I know that people like to have the answer straight away, so then they say, well, you don't talk on your comments, so you don't answer your comments. But there's so many videos, to keep going through them and replying to all the comments sometimes is a real pain in the posterior. But that's part of the audience, of course. You need to. I do appreciate my audience, and you know, although I haven't got one on this channel just yet, as I speak, I'm still making this video and there's no audience. It's a brand new channel. But I have had other channels where I've had not great, fantastic subscribers, but then again, I'm not a great YouTuber or anything. I just mess about and make videos that I want to do, you know. Not to say that I would like to have a really big audience, but I can see all the pressures that come with that, and I respect, you know, so many different other YouTubers, that it is unbelievable to see how much work they put into their videos and stuff. And it's really, you know, this thing is, again, I just tapped and it really lifted the thing miles out into the air. I'm trying to let go. I know what button it is. It's left shift and M to let go, but it's not doing it. Right, there you are. K, sorry. M is grip, K is release. Anyway, so we're back up. We'll keep the bale arm and the thing on, because that is the counterbalance now, rather than having to mess about with the weight. We'll drop the weight here, lower it down. This is why I know, because of the positions that I've often left stuff as the which tractor it belongs to. Obviously if you don't keep really good notes and you don't put things in the same places every single time. Now, I don't know what the heck is in that silage, but it doesn't say what it is. Probably food, but I like everything to be labelled and show me what's in each one. One thing we don't want to do in this is to get this tractor to flip this thing round and lose that bale that's standing on the top. Once we've actually got that bale used up, the one that's inside. Hooray, that was it, nice and easy. Now we take this very, very steady. Because I've got the bale arm on, it's making me have a longer vehicle effectively. We just want to try and get this in here, and maybe even keep this bale arm on, even though we've got one at the cattle. Go across there. Let's hope we don't lose this bale in here. So we're spreading it doesn't matter that we drive up or down, and now that bale's going to fall inside and give us another 4,000. So we'll go for another queue. And it would be nice to have the intricacy of having to position this blower in certain bays. But currently I know you can just physically drive in and stop and just fill the whole of the cow shed up down to 500, 600. So it's taken all of that and more, so maybe it'll need a couple more, we don't know. So if we don't catch on the side, all we're going to do, bump. I was just trying to reverse at speed, save a bit of time there, but we can actually drive out forwards as well, but because there is an entrance at the other end, exit at the other end. Nope, got it wrong again. Here we go. I don't care if it jackknifes, I just need to get it out of here. Should have gone forwards really. Still might have to go forwards. And then maybe a quick muck out as well, the cows. In another farm I have a better feeder than this, one that's robotic, fully robotic in the sense that it goes around. Yeah, I think next time I will have to drive out forwards. Right, let's just not worry about the trailer. And push it round. So there's my signal to end this video here. Off camera I will load a couple more bales into here and then we'll come back. So I'll see you in the next video. We'll finish off these cows, eh?